Welcome to On the Water with Newport. We're here to share tips, tricks, and overall Newport adventures with you. Today, we're at a Southern California saltwater tidal fishery. We've got 65-degree air temperature, 62 to 65-degree water temperature, and we're after juvenile white sea bass, halibut, spotted bay bass, and whatever else bites. We're running the 24-volt, 50-amp-hour lithium iron phosphate battery, and we've transported it here with the motor detached from the mount. We're gonna show you how easy it is to set the motor up and get up and running. And I'll show you just how easy it is to get up and running with the Newport NK180. There's a couple little checks you wanna make sure of. Sort of a roll pin type thing that sits inside the motor drum. So you have to make sure that's centered, slide that down, and you want this little tension knob snug, but not too tight. Next thing you want to do is check that you've got all the way to 100% on forward, which I do, and all the way down. Same in reverse. I've got 100% in reverse. And you want to make sure that it goes down low too, as close to 1% as you can get it. Testing the throttle control box and making sure there's no calibration needed for your outing is essential. You don't want to get on the water and then need to calibrate the throttle control box. So definitely do that out of the water, but just don't run the motor too long. We're gonna go try to catch some fish, and we'll give you some tips along the way. Really just trying to figure out where these fish are set up, and the ultimate goal is to find an area where these fish are stacked up, an eddy or a ledge or something, and position the motor against the current to hold my boat just perfectly in place while I catch a handful of fish. That's the goal. In search mode right now. Got the throttle on 9%, and I'm just perfectly offsetting the current. Now if we can just catch a fish. There is a channel up against the bridge there. From my experience, that's kind of where I've caught fish before. Fishing under the bridge here, just using the motor barely in gear to stay in place. Casting up against the bridge pylons, letting my swim bait hit the bottom. And once it kind of stops on the bottom, I'm just working it along. Ooh, there was a bite. Missed it. I'm gonna try speeding up my retrieve just a little bit. Wow, it's about time. Maybe it's turning on. Little 12-incher. These things have pretty crazy spines. Definitely don't really want to get poked by them. Something. I got something. Just hoping he doesn't want to take me under the bridge. What do we have here? A sea monster. Oh, this is what we come fishing for. I don't know what it is, but it is pulling some drag. This can't be a halibut. Must be a shark. Unless it's a big halibut. Could be a ray. Huh? It could be a ray. Big old bat ray.
There's a special feeling I get as I walk down the ramp or along the beach toward my launch in anticipation for what the day holds. The ultimate goal is to catch fish, but there's always this sense of connection to nature and this freedom that I feel when I'm on the water. The birds, the wildlife, it's all part of the experience. The sounds, the smells, it all adds to this draw to experience more. With this electric motor, I can take very little impact on the environment and with more comfort reach off the beaten path places that might hold more fish or more life or just a greater experience. I also see the battery in the motor as a safety mechanism, a sense of calm that I'm going to be able to get out and back. But when you can supplement motor power with human power, To me, that's the ultimate feeling of maximizing my experience on the water.